What we're going to do here is set up Mexc. A lot of times guys ask me what I'm trading on. I am trading on Mexc. Simply type in www.mexc.com. You can see that right here and you will get this page, Mexc Global right here. Now, 0.02% for futures takers, 0% for both spot and futures maker fees, right? You can go read and learn that about yourself. It's how you position your trades when you get in or out, and there are up to 0 fees on there. Now, there are a bunch of bonuses, added stuff. They have all types of stuff when you KYC. I don't KYC, so what I do when I trade is very simple. I will go over here and I will basically go to log in or set up an account. It'll ask me to set it up under a phone number or an email. Always choose an email. Once you choose an email, they will send you an email asking you to verify that you're logging in, get your password or whatever code it sends you. Then you're going to go ahead and log in. And once you do that, you then go into your basically your profile, and you're going to look here where we have email verification and then mobile verification. We are going to add mobile verification simply to get in there, so that way we have everything set up on that side. This right here is just a simple example of how we set up a Mexc account, real easy, and that way you have 2FA, all your text messages, everything goes in there. And then I also set up Google. I use the Google Authenticator, right? So I put my Google Authenticator on there on my phone, and that's pretty much it, guys. And this is how you set up Mexc. Now I want to go in here and kind of like take a look at the overview and show you guys how to get you guys set up. So just like the other video I made with KuCoin, any exchange that you have, real simple. You deposit, right? And all you do is go to deposit. And then it's going to ask you what you're depositing. I always deposit XLM. Okay, real simple, because there is one network and then just a memo, which is my bank account or my personal account on the XLM exchange. It is that simple. Think of XLM's wallet address as a routing number to a bank. Think of the memo as your bank account number. So then once I send money from crypto.com, Coinbase, or whatever exchange I'm sending it over to, on those, let's say crypto.com, I would buy XLM with my credit card or my bank card, and that would basically put me in a scenario where I'm buying XLM, and then I'm just sending it here, and I'm going to put the address, and when it says select network, I'm going to select it twice to make sure XLM network actually shows up, and then I'll put my memo in there, and then I will send it over. Once it comes over, it is in your wallet, it is in your overview. You have to do futures, everything has to be USDT currently. So I would then go over here and trade my XLM to USDT. Right, I don't need any there, and I'm going to hit market right here because I'm just going to do a market sale. I'm going to slide this over just like Binance. I'm going to sell 100% of my XLM because we're going to go over here and just do some futures trading today, just some examples. Now that I have my XLM and my USDT, I'm going to go up to the top and simply transfer over all my USDT, and we're going to slide over here to futures, click on futures, and we're going to get into some trades here. Currently, H-bar is in the moment of a move. So let's check out H-bar for a second. Right here, you just click trade, and that's pretty much it. You can do up to 200 leverage, etc. It is really simple to set up. I got a ton of videos in the Discord on how to fund these accounts. There are stuff you can join a prize pool, get in there, track everything. But once you're in here, get out of all that. All you're going to do is go to the coin that you want to trade. They're going to H-bar. There's H-bar. We're going to slide over to the right. Now, this is your isolated margins. If you're going to go long, if you're new, like I said, you always keep yourself at the 30 range. If you've been over 60 days in the academy, you can do more of a 49. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to do a long on here, right? So currently, all you have to do a long is you're going to make sure you're on limit because you want limit buys. You don't want market buy because then it buys at the highest candle and you're already down percentages and you guys wonder why you're losing money. How do I not make the money, VC? So all you're going to do here is, so when I hit latest, I'm just going to turn this part of this coin into something a little bit higher. I'm going to make it an 8, right? So instead of a 9, right? Oh, and we're flying up, or I'm losing money talking to you guys. We put a 6 there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just 30% of what we have here. And we're going to open up a long. We're going to hit confirm, and notice here we were able to get in there at that price, but that price is jumping around, right? So if you're going to do a short, right, and you hit the latest price, you have to then go to one of these two digits here, depending on how small the coin is. Since this is a penny coin, 5 cents, etc., you could go to the second line and just change it from a 6 to a 5 and then go into a short. But you want to be cheaper, and what it does is it buys up to your price. And if you're going long, you go a little bit higher than the latest price, let's say 5, so that way it's buying down to the current price. And that is pretty much how easy it is. You guys can set up and do shorts on Mexc. All right, here we go. We're already up 13%. We're up 10 bucks already. Congrats, guys. It was fun trading with you. It is real easy to make money. And like I said, let me show you guys. We're just going to use this trade as an example since I'm here. Once I see that I'm at 16%, right? Notice my price is 0.5651, right? So I'm just kind of calculating here, 21%. So now that I'm at 21%, I'm going to go here. Here's the last price. I know that 5651 is 20%. So 0.05651 is 20% profit. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in as my stop loss, and then boom, hit confirm. That means that no matter what happens moving forward, I cannot make less than 20% on my profit, and that's pretty much it. Now, as this coin continues to fall, you can move your stop loss. I like to move my stop loss and keep it within 10%. So when this goes from 30 to 40, like right now, the current percentage is 28, right? Meaning that I will move my stop loss to 0.05648 for 33%, right? So when this becomes a 40% gain, I just have a little piece of paper and I write down that my next stop loss for 30% profits is 0.0568. Boom. Very simple. Now my stop loss triggers just like that. We made some money. All right, guys. It is that simple. Take profits every single time. Remember, the goal isn't money. The goal is percentages, right? The goal is percentages, right? And that is how easy it is to make money here on pretty much crypto, right? So that was a nice little short. We snuck in there, got ourselves a short in there. Let's take a look here. And it looks like all these trades are showing that we should have a bounce here. So let's do a long here. See how I hit latest and it's 5, 6, 7. So what I'm just going to do is add a number at the end of that bar there. I'm going to slide this over. We're going to do 33%. We're going to open a long here. Real simple, right? So now we opened a long. We're at a 50x, 5675. See how here we have 5675? When you go over here, your entry price, my entry price is 5675. So that's my limit. It actually got in where I wanted it to get in. So we're in a good position here. We're gonna basically show you another trade here, how to set your long, set your stuff. So once you enter a trade, here's 10% loss here, right? We're kind of going down right here. But if you look here and you say, okay, if I entered at 5675 and I'm at 5660, that means that 1.5 or 15 at the end of this number is basically 5%, right? So if I wanted my stop loss to be 20 cents behind, then I would basically do that 15, 15, right? 15 and 15, right? And start adding them up, right? So 15 off of this last number, right? So 7, do you understand what I'm saying? When the equal, here, and it's very simple, guys. Go here, hit your stop loss. Here's your estimated liquidation price. Let's just do it this way. It's a lot easier. Liquidation liquid price is 5601. Your entry price is 5675. Your last price is 5685, right? So what we want to do here is when you first enter, is you want to protect yourself, right? So all you have to do is say to yourself, all right, if I entered at 5675 and my liquidation is 5601, that means 74 points on the side right here on these two numbers. 74 would be 100% liquidation. So half of that would be 50%. So half of 74, just make it 70, roll it down, is 35. Half of that is 15. So what I would have to do is take 15 off of here, right? Which means my stop loss should be 56 minus 15, 60, right? And that would be about a 20% loss, right? I want to keep it around 30%, 40%. So I would just bump that up. So I would have this at 5.6. Instead of 60, I would go 50, So 0.05650. That easy. And that's where I start my stop loss, right? Which means I have about a 20% reduction in what I'm doing, right? All I did was take the 100%, cut that in half, and then cut that in half, and that's my 25%, and then I kind of hang around that area right there. So that's how you set your original stop loss. Now to change your stop loss, right? And this is kind of a simple movement here. All you have to do is when you see things are going kind of bad and you're like, you know what, I want to move my stop loss up a little bit more. You just hit that little stop loss button right here. See, take profit, record, stop loss right here. You see that little number one? That number one just means that currently we have a stop loss, right? So let's say that we want to move the stop loss up a little so that it tightens up, right? You just click on that number one and there's a little edit bar right there, that little edit sign right there. Click on edit, and all you have to do is click right in front of there and say, you know what, instead of 65, the current price is 67. I want to tighten this up, right? You just hit backspace and then you just change that number. You just add or just change those numbers right there and move that up. So currently we're at 6.5. It's at 6.5 right now. Let's say that you want to hold your position a little longer. Let's change it to 6.3. All right, let's say that we're gonna let it go down a little bit more. Maybe we're seeing something in the chart that'll give us a little bit more. Maybe we want to give a little more breathing room. Maybe we already moved our stop loss up and then we're like, you know what? Instead of 30%, I'm gonna put it at 20 and maybe I get lucky and it pumps overnight for me, right? Maybe you're going to bed and you have 35, 40% gains and you're like, you know what? My stop loss is at 30%. I'm gonna lower it to 25 and see if it goes down and continues to make its move throughout the night while I sleep, and whatever, I'm happy with 25%. Now, we are here all about percentages. I want to close this out a little bit more here, and I want to make sure we are right. Take a look here, make sure we have everything. So 0.05664, 0.05663, right? You see how that number was off there? Got to always check that. All right, so we're going to get out of there. Let's go into a situation. Let's go back into a short. So we hit the last button here to get the last price. It's 5.6. Well, I need to make that 6 lower because I'm going into a short. So let's get a short in here. Let's open that short. Bada boom, bada bing. And there we go. So now we're entering a short. And notice how the entry price was 0.562. Now you go over here and I'm on limit. Remember, you always use limit because you don't want to give up. You don't want to give up your money. Here's our entry price, 0.05662. So 662. So we got the entry price we wanted. It was just a 0.2 higher than we wanted, but that's okay. That's where we're at right now. So that is how you go in and out of shorts. Very easy. Now, another thing that you can do is you can close a short by simply putting the price here, right? So what do we have? 0. Let's see what the price. Let's see if this clicks here. Right. When you click on here, this tells you the system will find your order quickly at the best price. If the order is particularly unfilled, it will be canceled. Right. So listen to what they're saying. The system will fill your order quickly at the best price. If the order is partially unfilled, it will cancel. Right. Meaning that if it drops too fast, or goes beyond the price that you're trying to fill, then it could end up not filling at all, right? So now this is 100% H bar, right? Now you can sell at particular limits. So let's say that we want to, what's our price here? 0.05658, right? So let's say that we want to sell 25% of our H bar, and we want to sell should be able to get in here. Hold on. Control tab. I'm going to back up here, see if I can get into the best price. Now, for some reason right now, it's not letting me pick my price that I want. And this might be because it might be just on longs. I've never actually tried it on a short because I'm always using just instant close, which is great, or I'm always putting in my stop loss, which is great. Either way, that's kind of how you do your trades. All right, so guys, that is how easy it is to get in and out of these trades. The only thing you guys have to remember is that when you pick the latest price, you want to change the numbers at the end lower. If you're shorting, it has to be lower than the current price because you're shorting, so it has to be cheap lower and then work it way back up. If you're going long, you have to put your price higher and then buy down, okay? If you're going long, you put the price slightly higher and buy down. If you're going short, you put the price lower and buy up. All right, guys. Hope that is so simple, because it is really that simple. That is how you use it. Now, this is open long. I mean, these buttons are clear as day, and these are open short. That's clear as day. This is how you long. This is how you short. This is how you put in that. Now, if you don't see this bar right here, there's a little arrow right here that you can hit, because sometimes your guys' screen might be too small, and there'll be a little arrow, and once you click that arrow, it'll start moving down the line. So let's say that your bar only shows up to this area, but there's an arrow here. When you click the arrow, it will show you the other part of this bar, right? So if you're not seeing 100% of this section here, this square or this rectangle section that has all this information up to the reverse, if you're not seeing all this, then what you would want to do is hit the little arrow so that it moves over. Just like over here, if you're not, see this little arrow? Boom. See the little arrow? There, I'll just do it to make sense. All right, we have a 59 short. Here's your H bar, here's this. Let's say I come over here and I don't see the rest of my bar. I hit this little arrow and now I can close my short, I can reverse, etc. If I don't see all my information over here, I hit my bars, I hit my buttons, and there you go. All right, this is how easy this shit is, guys. So we'll make some more videos for you. Very easy to make money here. Once again, we're creeping up here. We got our 6%. Like I said, we close 20% deals because half of that is 10%, and we do 10 of those to double our money. This is about percentages, not about money. This is your wallet balance. This is your available money to go into other trades, and that's the equity that we're trading right now. So right now, our balance is, we have $200 available to trade. We have $50 in a trade, which is right here, these two totals, and then this is our equity. So right now we're up $4. Right now we're up 8%. So we're up $4. Half of that would be a $2 win. That's where, just think about all your profits always being in halves, guys. I appreciate it, man. We'll get into more videos. We're going to get into more stuff. This shit is really easy. Just watch the videos. Remember, you have all year to make money. It doesn't take a lot. When the bull run comes and you know how to trade, you'll make hundreds of thousands. Good.